Gear Patrol calls their new dive watch the best sub-$500 dive watch. Full stop. Men's Health rated them as the most stylish solar watch in the game. Who are we talking about? It's Movement. They're leveling up your gift giving with the sleekest watches you can buy and the biggest deals of the season. Shop 30 to 50% off Movement's innovative California clean watches, jewelry, and accessories with fast free shipping and returns now at mvmt.com. That's mvmt.com.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Potted Together podcast. I am Becca, and I'm joined by my Why did that feel so weird? I'm joined by my co-hosts, Adam and Nicole.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey. Welcome one, welcome all. We are getting chatty today. We haven't done a chatty episode in this entire season. We've been trying really hard to stay on task, which we have done.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
We have.
Yeah, we've done a really good job. So we're going to do a Q&A. A lot of these are plant questions, so it's still on brand in the plant department. But first, we got to catch up.
Yeah. I had a question to ask you both. Do you feel like wearing the headphones over your ears makes your body temperature higher?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm
sweating.
Sweating so bad right now, but I just peeked one ear out and I was like, oh, I feel so much better.
You kind of sound like you're underwater, and I don't know if that's me. Does he sound like he's underwater?
Take out the other ear.
What about now?
Oh, no.
Is that? I don't know.
Put both on.
What about now?
Oh, it sounds perfect.
What the heck?
That's
I thought
so
the mic was only
weird.
on one of these ear things.
That's weird.
I mean, it's fine. You can expose an earlobe if you need to.
I'm like dying over here.
Tell
It's
Steve to turn the frickin'...
It's like putting one leg out of the covers at night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, game changer. Game changer. I'm going to open the window and see if that's going to be okay.
It's the best.
Okay.
So we have recorded a lot of episodes this week, it feels. Is this our third time recording this week?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Well, what's
Monday,
today?
Wednesday,
Friday? Yeah, we recorded on Wednesday.
Didn't we also record on Monday?
Maybe. I don't know, but I feel like I don't have much of a catch up.
No, I don't either. So, okay, how about instead of a catch up, we talk about maybe what shows we're watching? We love to talk about shows. I mean,
let's go. I was thinking about this before I got on because I've watched a lot of movies, and I actually have a list, and I was going to rate my movies on Instagram that I've watched while I had COVID. So let's get into it.
All right.
Let's get into it.
How about you get us started? You seem Nicole's entire demeanor changed as soon as I said that. Like, oh, yeah, talk about shows.
I don't want to sit down and talk to these two, but I'll talk about TV.
Listen, I love a good show. Okay. And I'm always looking for the next best show. And I'm out of them now. Like, I don't know what to watch. Well, actually, I do know what to watch, but I have to watch it with Jay, and our schedules have not been coinciding here. So anyway,
what is that?
The Fall of the House of Usher. Have you started it yet?
No.
Okay.
No, I keep not wanting to watch it because in my mind, I'm thinking it's talking about Usher the singer, and that's why I'm like, I don't care about Usher.
Usher.
Yeah. I don't care. Well, then don't watch the Super Bowl this year.
Because
he's
the Fall
performing.
of the House of Usher, I don't get it.
Super Bowl choice.
Oh, I know. Very strange. I could go on for a long time about that choice. But The Fall of the House of Usher was a book. No, I didn't read it, but it was an older book. And I want to say his name's Mike Flanagan. Oh, I could be wrong. The person who created Hill House and Bly Manor, he did it. So it's all the same cast. Like everybody that was in The Haunting of Hill House is in this show. And he also did Midnight Mass.
Even that Indian man?
Yes. We talked about this. You got to watch it.
Adam just had an O.
It got pretty good reviews from what I heard, but it's been on Netflix for like the past few weeks and I haven't even started it yet, and I have to. But okay, we're talking about the shows that we're watching or currently finished. Mine is going to be The Morning Show. I just finished season 3. I didn't finish it. What am I talking about? There's one more episode next Wednesday. Season 3 of the morning show is the best season. So Adam, I know you haven't finished season 2, but you have to finish season 2. I'm going to shit on you.
I know. See, like, I don't know what's going on with me because I used to love just like sitting down and watching, but I think it's the busyness. I'm not saying that people who sit down and watch these are not busy because I get it. Like, my number one pet peeve is someone's like, well, wish I had the time to do that. Like, fuck you. I prioritize my time. But anyway, I like got out of watching that and I just never got back in. But I loved the first season and I loved the start of the second season. It's just like my attention. Look, this rant is going all different ways. My attention span is so low now. So like if I can't binge it, I'm forgetting that it exists.
Well, you can technically binge it because there's only one episode left and it comes out next Wednesday. So I feel like by the time you finish season 2 and get through season 3, it'll be next Wednesday.
Is it too much to ask to just get a little bit of mono? Is it too much to ask?
Listen, when I said I got COVID and I actually got rest, I wasn't lying. Everybody needs a solid COVID break. As long as you're not going to end up in the hospital.
Yeah.
It's
a sick week.
It's like, yeah, it's like, you deal with the scratchy throat and all the things, but it was nice. It was nice. I got a lot of sleep. I'm not going to lie. I watched a lot of TV.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So get a little mono, get a little rest, put on the morning show. But it is the best season. And Jennifer Aniston, listen, I love Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon with my whole soul. Like, they're both amazing actors. And, like, I love everything that they're in. I don't think there's been anything that they've been in that I haven't liked.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you see the Reese Witherspoon movie, the new one with Ashton Kutcher?
Okay, I saw it. It was cute, but it was kind of it was a little cheesy.
I wish I had such high hopes going into that, and then I saw it and I was like, wow. Okay.
Wait, didn't we watch that together or no?
I don't think so.
Who did
I don't
watch
think so.
that with?
Did we? No.
Well, you were sleeping most of the time. Maybe Nicole, did you?
Oh, are you talking about when we were in California? Yeah, I was sleeping most of the time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We watched it together. Okay.
you were growing a baby.
I was snoozing a lot.
Okay, well we watched it. I thought it was kind of cute. It could have been better, but it wasn't bad.
I mean, I'll admit, I'm not much of a movie critic. It doesn't take much to like impress me, but I remember that one I was kind of like, I wish that was better. But that's okay.
Yeah. What about you, Adam? Are you watching anything other than reality TV?
Well, Big Brother is ending next week, finally.
Okay.
But yeah, a show that I feel like I've been telling you guys to watch, and no, I literally don't think anyone's that I've been telling to watch it is ever going to watch it. But Naked Attraction on HBO.
We were texting about it. I watched it, remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
So take it back.
The elephant something about an elephant. That's all I remember.
The first episode was a guy with had an elephant tattoo.
Yeah. And the trunk was his
and
trunk.
a trunk. And it was a
You
trunk. Only get that tattoo if you can follow through. And he followed through.
Yeah. Okay, but it was like fascinating.
Good for you, buddy.
Yeah. Okay, but like there was some like guys that didn't get picked because it was so large. And like that was intimidating for the girl. So, it's not always not all it's cracked up to be.
I love that show gives you like interesting tidbit facts as you go through. Like,
yes,
like 70% of women prefer body hair. Yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, or like, in fact, length doesn't matter as much as girth because and okay, an NSFW, but it's an explicit podcast. They talked about circumcision, because a lot of people in Europe are not circumcised. It's also like leading to pleasure because when the skin folds back, it has like ripples in it that also like stimulate the G-spot. And that's what ribbed condoms are like molded after.
Mimicking. Wow.
Yeah. I was like, oh, Cool. Anyway,
Nora's
watching
joined
that.
us as well today, guys. Just so everybody.
She's about to join.
That's so good. Oh my gosh, look at that smile.
Hi, Nora.
Did she just wake up? She looked like she's got a little rosy cheek.
Yeah, she was probably laying on Dad's side, on Dad's chest, and
Oh.
Did you so Becca, did you watch the show with Daniel or did you watch it alone?
he was like coming. Okay, you know when your partner is like standing there watching a show, but they're not watching it. He was doing that.
Yeah.
And like we were both just kind of like, wow, okay, interesting. Yeah, it was just like it was interesting, like all the different, and like the first one is like all penises, and the second one the person is bi, so there's both. But, like it was just interesting. Like
Yeah, there's a lot of representation on the show, and it's like normal bodies, which I think is what I
Yes.
appreciate by it. Like very normal bodies.
Yes.
They're not all ridiculously hot like The Bachelor.
No.
yeah, they like
no.
look, it's like all different shapes and sizes and dimensions. Like I thought that was really great. And like it was actually cool because, you know, in your mind you're like, oh, they're only gonna pick like the skinny, muscular, you know what I mean? And then they don't all the time. Like a lot of the times they're like, oh, I like that one. Like that one. It's super dehumanizing. But the show is kind of dehumanizing because they're showing their body and not their,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the ick about it, I think. But
there's sometimes where they show them with their clothes on, like if they get eliminated or whatever, and it spins around and they show with their clothes on, and I was like, no, I wouldn't have. Like, you're cute naked, but like when you put your clothes on, I was like, no,
what's that?
like why are you wearing pants that have white stitching? No. Oh, I thought we moved past the Ed Hardy era. Like, didn't we?
White stitching.
Okay,
The Von Dutch.
but what season are you watching? Because I think it aired in like what 2000.
Yeah.
It's like the first season's old, so maybe that's what's going on.
Yeah. Okay.
How old?
Maybe like 2015. It's not that old.
Oh, okay. I was like, define old here.
Critique. My critique of the show is I wish that they just like didn't include them going on a date after, because I'm like I don't care. Like I don't care. They're not gonna they're not gonna get married. Like I'm not interested in this. You know.
A couple of them were like, we've still been talking, but then it gets to some awkward ones, which I was kind of here for that.
Ooh, okay. I
was
haven't
like,
seen anywhere it's awkward. Like there was one where I was like, yeah, it's more of a friend vibe though. I was like, okay, respect.
Yeah, there was one who was like, they've never texted me back. And then they have to see each other in person to do like the follow up like 4 weeks later. And they're like, so why didn't you ever answer or reply?
That's awkward.
Because I didn't like your white stitch.
Yeah.
That's why.
Also, British people are very, what's the way to say this? Like how someone speaks, what accent they have is like very important to them. To a degree that I'd never understood, because like there's a speaking round, and it's like some people were like, oh, I don't like Welsh, or I don't like Northern. Like the way they speak is very like I don't know the word for it, but
Like kind of
I love a British accent.
not prejudice, but I mean kind of.
yeah.
'Cause it's like if you don't like
Yeah.
the accent, like why? Like, because it's not like if somebody had like a Chicago accent, I'd be like, oh, I'm not dating someone with a Chicago accent, or I'm not dating someone with a Southern accent. Like, I've never heard
the drawl.
I've never heard an American say that ever. Not to say that not to say that nobody's never said that, of course, but like,
Interesting.
So yeah, I'm watching that, and then I did watch the movie No Hard Feelings over the weekend.
Oh.
what did you think?
Did you like it?
I loved it.
It was so
I was
Okay, I have to watch it.
so hard. I was laughing so hard. Jennifer Lawrence, I
Oh,
mean,
love her too.
first of all, she's gorgeous. She is. Let's just put the writing out there.
Yeah.
I think everyone knows that. But like, she's just really funny. Like,
Yeah, she is funny.
What was your
like
favorite
when
part?
she got peppers.
Wait, don't tell me because I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, well, this isn't giving anything away, but when she got throat punched, I laughed so hard at that. When she was like, oh, it's so good.
Oh my God.
And then after that one, I decided to watch Nope.
Oh, okay. I need to know I need an opinion.
I haven't finished it, but I didn't like what I saw because what the fuck?
Was it okay? What is it about though?
Aliens.
Is it about aliens? Okay, then I have to
Yeah.
watch it with Jay. Do you think Jay would like it?
Well, I haven't finished it yet. I
Is
think
it scary?
So. Oh, it was creepy. It was creepy.
Well, the director is very creepy. He's the same one that did
Get Out.
Get Out and
Yeah.
Us, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
So I need
okay,
to finish it though. I do need to finish it because I do want to see it. It was good. It's just like it was a little creepy, but I think it's a good movie.
Okay. I don't know why I haven't brought myself to watch that yet because I loved Get Out and Us. I absolutely loved both of those movies so much.
I think you'll like this one.
The previews looked a little weird.
Yeah, Nicole. And so was Get Out. So
So let's Get
come
Out.
on.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna watch that for sure. Any other shows
For me?
that you're watching? Yeah,
No.
like series. What about you, Becca?
Gosh, yeah, I'm not really okay. This is so dumb, but on my TV we have Samsung TV Plus. I don't know if you guys have that. It's like cable that's free through Samsung. Anyway, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders has been playing just on that.
The reality show?
Yeah, like the audition process.
Yes.
Oh,
Fascinating.
It
Absolutely
is.
fascinating. Do I think it's worth like watching all the seasons? And no, absolutely not. But it's like still fascinating. And then a really interesting one. Welcome to Plathville.
oh, is it good?
Yes. It's like I don't know what to compare it to. It's like the Duggars but not, and it's like Sister Wives but not. Okay, so they're like a fundy family, a fundamentalist Christian family.
Yeah.
And they have like all these kids, and the kids like explore the world. They're like growing up, and anyway, I don't want to do any spoilers. I mean, if you follow them on Instagram, there was a divorce that happened. Actually, 2 divorces now. It's like very fascinating. And anyway,
So this
It's
is
reality.
a reality
My-
show.
Yeah.
it's a reality show. Yeah, sorry, Nicole. She said no reality.
No, that's okay because I've been curious about this show because I saw a preview for it and I was like, "Ooh, that looks like a drama show." It's on TLC, right? So like Discovery,
on TLC.
Discovery Plus.
Yeah. Okay, I feel like you would like it because it's not like crazy
Yeah,
reality TV. There's no romance. It's just a family, and
Yeah.
like all they get up to, and the kids like finding their independence and stuff. I'll say it's fascinating, and like I'm not saying much because I don't want to give things away. But should I just like not care about that, or should I care about that? What do you guys think?
no, I don't care about that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Skip like a minute. Well, Ethan and Olivia, which is like the oldest son, he got married to this woman, Olivia, who is like becoming more and more progressive. And like, I feel like she and I are so much alike. Like, I see so many, I feel like we'd be friends. Okay. And anyway, they are getting a divorce. They announced it on Instagram that they're getting a divorce, and like there's been photos of him surfacing like dancing with other women at bars and stuff. And so I feel like they had to like expedite the announcement because they haven't divorced yet on the show. So because it's like a year behind. So I don't know when they divorce.
See,
but-
that's one thing that I don't like about reality shows like Sister Wives. Like I knew all the wives were gone before the season even started, because I follow them on social media. But when are they FLDS?
No, they weren't Mormon. It was like
Oh, okay.
fundamentalist Christian, like
Okay.
what is it? Evangelical, but to the extreme. Like
Yeah.
kind of like no internet, no sugar, no.
was it like Mennonite?
They were all homeschooled.
Like
No, they weren't Mennonite.
like
Okay.
Tammy Baker.
But like I don't know what to compare them to.
Yeah, but I feel like I know what
It
you're
was
talking
kind of like
about.
I know what you're
it
talking
might
about,
be
yeah.
the same sect as the Duggars, maybe. Actually, I think it was the same sect as the Duggars.
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody will
sounds-
correct me if I'm wrong.
It
but
sounds
anyway.
like that. Because I watched a few episodes of the Duggars, but that show's crap. But now there's a lot of tea with the Duggars. One of the daughters wrote a book. There was like some sexual abuse with one of the older brothers and the younger siblings, which is disgusting.
Oh, that's been a thing. That's been a thing for a while.
For a while,
When he
yeah,
first got arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the documentary on the Duggars.
So did I.
Yikes.
It's bad. I know.
Yikes.
And to think that they profited off of all that and like the adult children got nothing. So gross.
Look, you guys know that I've spoken about the Christian cult that I was in. I'm going to say it a cult because it was not a church. It still isn't. It's still functioning. It's still operating. I still have people I know that are in it. But
chilling.
the website leavingthenetwork.org came out with Steve Morgan, who is the guy who's in charge of this network of churches, who was arrested for sodomizing a 15-year-old when he was in his 20s. And he was a leader in the Mormon church when that happened. So
Of course.
still allowed to continue going into the Vineyard Church and then be a pastor and then start his own church, but whatever. His master's thesis was on the boundaries of college students and how easy they are to manipulate when they're away from their parents or something. I mean, the words I said are summing it up. That's not what the title was, but basically it was like studying how easy it is, like how firm kids' boundaries continue through college once they leave their parents' like house. And I was like, this is disgusting because these churches are planted in college towns. That was the whole specific reason they're called like, you know, churches to like reach out to college kids. And then also understanding now his background and what he did earlier. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is gross. Did I tell you how there was a cult on U of A campus that would like ask if you thought you were going to heaven? Like that was their opener.
Oh my
Really?
God.
Did I ever tell you guys that?
No.
Yeah. And like I was a part of a campus ministry and which like not all of them are bad, obviously. Like there's definitely some that are like bringing really great community. But this was a cult and it was strange. And that was their opener. And they would like go around and just go up to people and be like, so do you think you're going to heaven? And I remember I was like, yeah, I do. And they're like, oh, why do you think that? And I was like, dude, I'm trying to go to class right now. Like,
Yeah, like get the
that's
fuck out of
this is
here.
strange.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was very weird.
Yeah. Religion. Okay, let's go back to shows. Plathville.
Yeah. Plathville.
Yeah. So that is something I've been watching. And, you know, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, it's just like, whatever. And these women are actually very good dancers, which I think is lost on society because when I was growing up, I don't know if this was just my family or just, I don't think my family ever talked bad about them, but like, I guess like the perspective was that the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders were like slutty. I don't know, for lack of a better word, like hoochie mamas dancing with their boobs out. You know what I mean? But then you like watch the show and they're like incredible dancers. It's like disrespectful to think that they're like just hoochie mamas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
For sure.
and I feel like it's because it's a bunch of women. It's like, oh, women dancing
Yeah.
in little shorts. They must be sluts. It's like, okay.
I feel like that's like the general thought for society with cheerleaders in general. It's like, oh, you want to be a cheerleader, you know, like I feel it's kind of still the same that it was when I was in high school and like trying out for cheer. I watched Cheer, the Netflix documentary, both seasons, and you have to really know your shit to be a cheerleader. Like the body strength you need, and you really do need to be coordinated. So I can imagine like most cheerleaders can dance very well. You know?
I mean, little gay me appreciated the dancing, but then to my friends, I was like, oh yeah, look at those knockers. Oh, look at the knockers on that one.
Yeah.
Look at that one.
Real
Look at the
believable.
yabos there.
I feel like you would have been a really great cheerleader.
Yeah.
And I want young Adam to know that. Like, you would have been so good.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
My sister is a college cheerleader, and she genuinely looks like a bodybuilder. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. She's gotten so buff since she started
Dang.
at her university. Like, it's wild. Like, I look at her, I'm like, so you're a fitness girl. Like,
She's a spotter.
no, she's a base.
Oh. What's the difference between spotting and being a base? So the base is like that lifts the girls up, right?
Sorry, my internet is like, woo.
That's
Being
okay.
a spotter is when your period is like just sporadically happening. I'll explain it to you.
Okay.
I know you might not know.
Your period is, it's not heavy, but it's not light. It's just kind of.
I think the base lifts people up and catches people, right?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. And she's the main base. So there's the base that like always has their hands on the feet most of the time. Like they're like the major person who's like holding the stunt together. My sister is that person.
Wow.
There's a secondary base who's like assisting and also holding the other foot, obviously, but they're like kind of flipping and like they're removing their hands a lot more often. And then there's the flyer, of course. And then there's a back spot who's holding the ankles. And like, yeah.
Becca was a flyer. She was a flyer.
I was a flyer. But I also, when I did cheer, I did all of the positions, but I did fly mostly.
The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, though, I heard that they don't get paid very much at all. Like, there was a point where, like, they wouldn't even be able to live on just that job alone.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's shocking.
Like, some
I
of
hate
them
that.
had an actual job, and then they had to, like, go travel with the team on the weekends.
They
I
get
hate that.
allegedly, according to Google, they only make $15 to $20 per hour or $500 per match. Yearly salary $75,000. When the people that they're cheering for can rack in $15 million a season.
But 75,000 that's a pretty good yearly salary.
It's decent, but they're putting in fucking work. They're at all the same games these players are at. Like, what the fuck? That makes me mad. I understand football's a
So
sport,
true.
but so is cheerleading.
I don't watch
rip.
sports, but I did find out that the NFL is now playing games overseas, which I didn't know they were doing, and I started doing it like a long time ago. Like,
Yeah.
they did it with like in England. Now they're going to Germany, so they're adding more like countries that they're playing in.
You didn't know that?
No, because I don't watch sports.
I don't
I'm
either,
gay.
but
I didn't know that either.
Ted informed me of that.
But people are pissed about it because it's taking like a home game away from the people who have season tickets.
Yeah, true.
All to just get more money in a different market. Anyway,
Always about the money.
it's almost about the money.
Speaking of, let's do our Q&A.
All
Let's
right.
A some cues.
This has nothing to do with money. That was the joke.
Gear Patrol calls their new dive watch the best sub $500 dive watch. Full stop. Men's Health rated them as the most stylish solar watch in the game. Who we talking about? It's Movement. They're leveling up your gift giving with the sleekest watches you can buy and the biggest deals of the season. Shop 30 to 50% off Movement's innovative California clean watches, jewelry, and accessories with fast free shipping and returns now at mvmt.com. That's mvmt.com.
Support for this podcast and the following message come from Corient. Corient provides wealth management services centered around you. They focus on exceeding expectations, simplifying lives, and establishing legacies that last for generations. Leverage their exclusive network of experts to help achieve your personal and professional financial goals. As one of the largest integrated fee-only registered investment advisors in the U.S., Corient has experienced teams who can craft custom solutions designed to help you reach your financial goals, no matter how complex. Real wealth requires real solutions. Connect to a wealth advisor today at Corient.com.
Speaking of money, let's answer some questions.
Terrible segue. Anytime I open up the Potted Together Instagram, we only follow ourselves. So it's just like a feed of us.
It's the same
And
thing.
it's usually Adam's Reels because he is like killing it on the Reels game.
He's present on Instagram.
Oh yeah, I just do I just look at reels, and if I have an idea, I just do it.
I think you're like the only one out of all of us that's like super present on Instagram. And your reels do great, by the way. Like I'm looking.
Do they?
Yeah.
They are like 10,000, 20,000, 130,000.
Yeah, I
Like,
hope you're making bank on that shit.
No, I'm not making anything because they stopped doing the whole pay for reels thing.
They
Yeah.
did?
Oh yeah, a long time
yeah.
ago.
And why?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm mad about it.
They just stopped it and didn't have anything else to offer?
No.
Wow, Instagram. Wow, Meta.
Wow.
Fucking A. Let's just all boycott Meta. Everything. Facebook, Instagram, Threads. Bye. Just go.
Done.
Okay, confession. I haven't been on Threads since like 2 days after I downloaded it.
Yeah. Same, probably.
I lost
no.
interest so fast.
I will say, I think Threads is snooping on Twitter/X algorithm because my threads started turning to more risque things of people that I'm not following. So I'm like, how does this
really?
know? Anyway,
How does this know?
Are you active on Twitter still? Or X? Was it? Is it X?
I'm
I
on
don't even-
you don't need to
spicy
answer.
Twitter.
Yeah, no comment. Just say no comment.
No comment.
Adam, I am continuously curious about your private life. Like, just again, curious but don't want to know.
I'm
Okay.
going to use my Fifth Amendment right.
I'm plead the fifth.
All right, first question. Okay, we have like kind of a theme. Like this question got asked in a few different ways. And it is, was there ever a point in your years of collecting that you considered being done, like done with plans and giving away your collection? And that we got that question in a few different outfits. So
Okay.
I wondered what you guys were thinking.
I don't think that I've ever felt so overwhelmed to where I wanted to give all my plants away. I feel like I have had lulls where I haven't really cared about my plants for a given period of time, but then I got the spark back and, you know, took care of them and propagated some plants. But like to give all my plants away, I don't think I could ever see myself doing that, or like a majority of my collection. But stay tuned. I don't know.
You never know.
Never know.
Remains to be seen.
I just don't feel like for the rest of my life, like I'm going to, for the rest of my life, I'm going to have plants in some sort of way. Will it look like whole shelves full in my living room? I don't know. But no, I've never really had the thought of giving it all away. But I will say to that, like if you've had that thought, if you've had that feeling, don't feel bad about it. Because like,
Yeah.
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 Like
I
maybe
could see
just-
it. I could see
if
it.
if it's causing your life more stress than it is joy, just it's not worth that. It's not worth that.
Bye.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. I'm on the same page as you guys. I don't think I've ever wanted to be done, but there definitely has been periods of time where other things felt like a bigger priority. And
Like birthing a
I
human.
think
Yeah.
yeah,
And
in that right now, yeah.
and get into that bathroom.
Get into the bathroom real quick.
Pause.
Yeah, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think making plants like your whole center of your universe and all of your thoughts is actually not healthy. And it's good to have other things you're interested in as well.
Yeah.
And if plants is not your number one anymore, that's fine. I think that's healthy to have different hobbies become number one over time, and then you still have them, but it's not like everything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
And you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say or how I was gonna correlate this, but a little story. I have a variegated ZZ that I've had since 2020. I got it as a leaf, and someone was like, at a plant swap, was like, here, have this leaf. And I was like, oh, I'll propagate it. The leaf died, but it created a big bulb before it died. So I planted that bulb. And then maybe a year ago, a little stem came out with 3 leaves, 3 cute little variegated ZZ leaves. Adorable.
Oh.
And recently I was like, I just need to get rid of that because it's done nothing. Why do I keep watering this thing? It's doing nothing. Wouldn't you know it? The thing put out a whole nother stem just this
It
last
heard
week.
your thoughts. It heard
Yeah.
your thoughts.
And so it just, my attitude with my plants, I know this sounds shitty, but my attitude changes when they do things. You know, it's really hard to be invested in something and find joy in it when it's just stagnant and doing the same thing over and over. But like if you find that plant that like thrives, or you find like you get rid of a chunk of your plants and you just focus on a few of them and really focus on them to where they're growing, like I think you'll find that joy again. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a good idea. Very, very good idea. I think as I get older, as my kids get older, I'll probably have less plants for sure. I mean, I can't imagine having over 100 plants with young kids.
Yeah.
And like, so I'll just pare down to the ones that are really special and then put all my attention into that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that feels really special. Which, by the way, that variegated ZZ is so pretty.
It's so cute. That's why I was like, I'm sorry that I was even thinking about like throwing you away.
Ooh.
Just kidding.
You should have at least sold it. Get some cash. Like, those things are still hot commodities.
Are
People
they?
want those. Yeah.
Oh,
Very
see, like that's how
easy.
out of like the prices game I am. Like I don't even know.
I wouldn't know
Yeah.
either.
Here's a ZZ. Here's a ZZ tiramisu.
The creme brulee.
The creme brulee. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that's, yeah. Anyway, I made a video, not to self-promo, but I made a YouTube video that is about like phasing out of owning houseplants.
Self-promo all you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you are wanting to stop, you know, you could check out that video because it gives some practical tips on like what to do with them instead of just throwing them away, and like helpful places to take them. So
Yeah. It'll be linked in the show
Yeah.
notes.
yeah. And just some like encouragement, like don't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
It's okay. We will always be your friends.
Oh, for
one.
sure. For
Yes.
You can
sure.
always come back here and then just like stop after the catch up if you don't want to talk about plants, because
Also, yeah, we always have a good catch up. That's the thing, is I was like, people like us for the non-plant talk. Like, I feel like I don't get anxious about it sometimes, but it's like, no, people just like us as humans
Yeah.
in the dynamic.
Yeah.
And I like people as humans too. So if you don't, anyway, just continue.
yeah. I feel like in our branding, like possibly in our like, do people read the description of a podcast? I don't know.
I don't ever.
Neither.
Because I don't know how we can be more clear about what we do, because it is a plant podcast, but we've always said our bio has always been where plants and friendship converge.
Right.
Like it's always been that since day
Yes.
one. That was our bio
Yeah.
on our podcast. And like, it's fine that people click on our podcast expecting plants because there's a plant on our logo. So it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So I do, in a way, kind of feel bad that we, not because I don't want to, but I do feel bad when people are like, I'm trying to learn. And then we're like talking about, you know, genitals and bowel
And
movements. Yeah. I get it.
Listen, we spit some facts about farting and and splashback, okay? And we're making people take out
Yeah.
the black light, okay?
That's right.
So I don't know, like maybe I don't know if we need to like put more wording on like the cover. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
New logo
To
time.
make it more clear, because we're not going to change the format of our podcast. This is how it is. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
we do love plants, but we are also like friends, and we are long distance friends more than anything. Like,
Yeah.
I have a question, okay? I have a question. You have an A, okay? Do we think that we gained a good chunk of our audience with our old logo of the three of us with like the no face? And then when we switched our logo to the pot, to the plant, all these plant people came and they're like, what the fuck? What is this?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I think year 2 of the pandemic brought a lot of people into the plant game /
Yeah.
plant world.
True.
Yeah.
And maybe that's, I don't know.
True.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I like our logo. I do love our logo. I loved the first one too, but I do love our logo. I just
Yeah.
thought that was worth a gander.
I don't know. Are we gonna like switch off questions, or do you want me to ask them?
You can ask them.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Okay.
If that's working for you.
Yeah, I don't mind. What's a plant you thought you didn't like, but now it's growing on you?
Adam ZZ.
Yeah. I'm gonna use that for that one.
What about your like anthurium? Because you had you got bit a little bit by anthurium, and then now you only have a few.
And I literally just threw one away today because I was like, "Fuck you."
No,
I did. And the other one, I'm like, if you don't perk back up, you're going in the garbage too, and it's starting to perk back up. So like, that's fine.
Oh, we had a talk with it.
Yeah, it's my own neglect. So I still hate them.
But were they the velvet anthurium or were they the rubbery green ones?
The one I tossed today was a velvety one.
Which one?
It was like the Nigro lump something X crystallinum. It was like a really tall one. It was like putting out giant leaves, but I just let it go too dry for too long. Again, my own neglect and laziness, and it didn't reinvigorate after watering.
Well, okay. Let me pause because I don't think it's you being lazy. It just doesn't fit into your
Schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just didn't fit into your fast-paced work environment. It's the plant's fault. It's not you.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like if you ever want to try anthurium again, the green ones that are like kind of rubbery, like the Veitchii, are really great in ambient.
Yeah.
The Veitchii? Okay, I had a Veitchii. I had a baby Veitchii. That bitch was difficult for me.
Really?
But to each their own.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, the Tesla plant that I bought at Equihenera?
The uterus?
That plant is, it's doing so great in ambient. Like, yeah. So,
nice.
Anyway. Okay. So Adam's is the ZZ. Nicole, what's yours? What's a plant that's been growing on you?
A plant that's been growing on me that I didn't like. Maybe my jade plant. I got this jade plant from a friend and it was growing like super slow. And then I gave it some light. And now all of a sudden, I literally moved it like half a shelf over, just directly under my grow light. And now it's putting out like little new red leaves and it's very pretty. So let's say that one because I love jade plants and she gave it to me as, just like a little tradesy. And I was like, cool. But it was like, solid green form, kind of boring, still pretty. But now it's getting that sun stress because it's right under the light and it's cute. So it needs water. I need to water it. But yeah.
I like it.
Well, what about you?
Well, I just moved around some plants because I lost some hard, brave soldiers in the Great Thrips battle. So
Oh, man.
I've been moving things around to fill out my wall again. And like my new philosophy for that is I'm just going to grab plants from my house and put them up there. Like, why was I thinking I needed to buy new plants for it? Which is stressful. I'm just taking plants from other parts of my house and putting it there so that like the amount of plants I have remains, but they're like on display in this beautiful thing I made, right? So anyway, I moved my obovata out of the kitchen as well as my pubicalyx, the Hoyas, which, okay, I just had a moment of feeling self-conscious talking about those Hoyas because they're so basic and you guys have like such cool Hoya.
Oh, but the obovata and pubicalyx are the most beautiful Hoyas I have, I feel.
Agreed.
They're so pretty.
They're really awesome. But yeah, and they're huge and they're really beautiful. And they've been in my kitchen for like 3 years and they have been basically the same size that whole time. And I'm like, I need to do something different.
Yeah, like move them and they're going to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they have been severely neglected. So I moved them and I saw them in like good lighting and I'm like, wow, especially the pubicalyx. It's so beautiful. It has the most beautiful deep green leaves. So that one, it's not that I didn't like it before, but I just didn't think about it. And now that I've moved it, it's reinvigorated my love
for it. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I had a pubicalyx, but I think it fell in the Great Battle of Flat Mites. And I recently had someone send me cuttings of their very splashy pubicalyx, and I'm really excited to have it again. Like I'm really excited because I never got to flower mine, so I'm really hoping I get to flower it. Yeah.
Okay, the Pubicalyx, is there a purple version one, or do the new leaves just come in purple? Because I have one and it was labeled a purple passion, but like the old leaves are green. So I'm like, is this just new growth that's coming in purple?
Does it have to do with the flower though?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, because there's like Royal Hawaiian Purple, but that deals with, I think, mostly the flowers-ish.
That's the one I was thinking you had.
Yeah, that's the one that's what it was labeled as.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of the times, like, if you give them high enough light, they're going to come in a burgundy color, the new leaves, because it's protecting the young leaf from the light. So, and they'll fade to green.
Cool.
Fade to green. Okay.
What's another cue from the peeps?
Well, we did get a question that's asking which nugget ice makers you guys have. And this has inspired us to, we're going to make like some sort of storefront or some page, probably on our website or on Amazon or something, where we can link stuff that we
gift
talk
guide
about.
for the holidays.
A gift guide. That's what it's called. We're gonna make a gift guide.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. We'll put the ice maker on that. Also, Nicole, somebody said please no more cereal in the toilet, and I want to point out that somebody commented on our post that the visual of cereal in the toilet has like scarred them. And that was one of the funniest comments I've ever read.
Oh, that was really funny.
But why are they blaming me for putting the cereal in the toilet?
Because you brought
You
that
said
up.
you did.
Oh, well, yeah, I did, but I don't.
You brought it up.
Okay, I did bring it up. Okay.
Okay. A question.
That still cracks me up though, the whole cereal thing, because it's like when Daniel was like, "I never can eat too much cereal," and then you're like, "But why did you not want to eat that?" He's like, "Well, some cereals you can there's a little bit too much of it," and I was like, "So you
had too much cereal." No, and the next day, I kid you not, he poured himself a small bowl.
Yeah, you sent us a
sent
video.
us a video, and you're like,
Yeah.
"What were you gonna do with that, Dan?"
Yeah, he was literally like, "Oh, I'm just getting full," and he's about to get up, and then I was like, "Oh, what?" And I started recording him, and he like starts eating it.
Because he was gonna go dump it in the toilet. That's so
Exactly.
weird.
It's so weird. Okay, actually, this question links to that. If your partner would be a plant, which one would they be?
Oh. Ooh.
Do
Ooh,
you have
Jay
one
would
for-
be...
Oh,
Sorry. Jay would be a Pilea peperomoides, because it's the UFO plant.
oh yeah,
Oh, that's perfect for
that's
him.
good.
Yeah. I would be a cactus, because I'm a prick.
Because I'm
Same.
a prick.
I'm a prick. I think Steve would be, let's say, like a hardy plant. I would say like
Sansevieria.
I was gonna say a ZZ
Christina.
Raven, because like
Oh.
when they put out that new stock, it's like beautiful and bright. But I mean, he's just so like steadfast. Ugh,
Yeah.
Which, oof, that's like a Christian term. Ugh.
Backspace to leap.
It's a beautiful one. What a beautiful way to describe someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like he literally takes all of my abuse, and he's still just like, "What would you like for dinner?"
Do you want the air on, babe?
He still serves you dinner.
Oh my god. I fully admit though I'm an asshole. I will admit that. Cuz like
As long as you know.
Yesterday Jesse's husband, my friend Jesse, who is in the other podcast with me, Let's Talk Hoya. Her and I are very similar. And we both have spouses that are very similar, like basically meaning they just do everything for us, but it's because we're the hot ones.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just kidding about that.
Stop it.
But I came home and I was like, oh, Jesse's husband served me a rack of lamb. So I don't remember the last time I got that kind of meal around here. Yeah. So
What, did you throw an apron at him after you said that?
I could come through the screen right now.
buy him a fucking mixer for Christmas?
but it's
Or
like
you're
a
one of
joke
those?
between us. I wasn't saying it in an abusive way. It was like an let's laugh about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
no, we're like,
hilarious.
actually, Adam, you're really toxic and we're having an intervention.
Yeah.
No.
A rack of lamb. Okay.
Right? I was like, what the hell?
Well, yeah.
Do you guys have that kind of sense of humor with your partner that like other people when they're around you, they get kind of like, oh, are they fighting?
Oh, yeah.
Or are they just joking? That's how Daniel and I are. Like we bicker in a funny way.
Yeah,
but
that's
like
me and
people
Jay
think
too.
we're actually fighting, and we're like, no, we're just having fun. Like we're not mad.
Yeah.
Like Steve and I, because we make comments, like I'll just look at him. I was like, hey, babe, you want to know something? I was happier when I didn't know you. Like, but like we just, and he was like, yeah, me too. Like that's how we just like joke around. But he's like, if someone heard us saying this, they'd be like,
Be like, do we think that they're gonna last?
Yeah. Oh, we're for sure gonna last. I could not imagine. Yeah. I could not imagine life without him.
I still have these visions of us coming to your wedding, you know, and like us all dancing, and so I'm waiting. I'm waiting. No, I'm kidding.
Nora will be your flower girl.
Oh
my God.
I'll make her a dress.
I could cry.
Well, it's going to be an audition process, so send in your video to...
Don't worry. Her mom's a performer. I'll coach her at.
Nora's got this. Number one spot.
And in the bottom of the pyramid, Nora.
Not my girl. Not my girl. Okay, Daniel would be. Okay, this is a little cliche because he's from Iowa, so like let's forgive me for being a bit on the nose here.
Corn.
You're gonna say corn?
I'm not gonna say corn. Corn makes a whiskey. Whiskey makes my baby feel a little frisky. No.
Who sings that?
I don't even remember.
Okay.
That was really funny.
Start tilling up the land and washing all our worries down the drain. Corn is a good thing. Okay. So sorry to our editor who just had to listen to me sing a terrible country song. Okay. Daniel would be, I think is it a Dracaena, but it's the corn plant Dracaena one.
The Janet.
And the
Craig.
reason I picked that one is, okay, number one, because corn, he's from Iowa. You have to go there. But number two, it's like, for the same reasons that Adam said, like this may, honestly, Adam and I are so similar and our partners are very similar. Like, yeah, basically everything Adam said. Like,
except you.
Daniel is like,
you have to cook meals. I don't.
Yeah. That's so, yeah. It's a bit more of equal partnership here. Just kidding.
Well, that's what you get for getting straight married, okay?
I know. Damn it. Really fucked up for that one. No. He's just like he doesn't need a lot. He's very low. He's a very low maintenance partner, which like in contrast, I'm a very high maintenance partner. Like at the end of the day, I'm like, so you didn't hug me today.
You didn't even ask any questions.
You did you read the book?
I don't think anyone's going to be surprised. Any listener to the pod isn't going to be surprised by that.
Yeah, so that's us. If I was a plant, I'd be a Photonia, the Nerf plant, like 100%. That is me.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, so he's just very steady, doesn't need much, like at all, doesn't ask for anything. He's just there, and he's sturdy. He's got those strong mind, just steadfast.
That's kind of me. That's kind of me, TBH. I'm a very low maintenance partner. Yeah. I'm just like,
I don't know about that.
Jay's got his shit everywhere.
On the bed? Yeah.
Okay, but that's not like romantically though. That's just like living roommate. You're a high maintenance roommate, low maintenance partner, maybe.
Yeah, but he's also a neat person. Like I mess around with him having his shit all. It was folded. We know the story. But yeah, like I don't know. Like I don't need very much either, though. Maybe I should start being more high maintenance.
Yeah.
I was texting my friends earlier and I was like, literally, if I didn't cook dinner or order food, people wouldn't eat. She and her husband works for a hotel chain, and she's like, Frank was telling me the other day that I should just go get a room somewhere to take a day off. She's like, why don't we all do that? We'll just order room service and sleep. I was like, yes, let's do it.
That is a mom vacation.
Yeah, it is.
I've heard of moms like on Mother's Day just being like, I'm gonna go to a hotel by myself. You guys just hang out. I'm gonna leave though.
For real though, because I mean, look at the dynamic there. Father's Day, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go golfing. Oh, we're gonna let Dad go golfing. I was like, oh, we're gonna let him do everything that he's done every single fucking weekend.
Every weekend, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Mother's Day. Oh, let's have a big brunch. Who's gonna cook it? Mom.
Yeah. Or it'll taste just horrible.
Or
Like,
order it.
not enjoyable. Or order it in. Okay, we've got a non-plant question.
Okay.
Which is, if you could change one thing about yourself or your surroundings, what would it be? A little deep.
Ooh.
I would change my self-confidence, I think.
Mm.
I would just give myself a little boost. This haircut gave myself a little boost. Oh, fuck, I got a haircut.
Yeah, you got a haircut.
We did get a haircut.
We didn't even talk about it on the pod.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Podamnesia.
Yeah. But anyway,
Podamnesia.
confidence.
Okay, this is going to sound silly, but I would manage my time a little bit better. I would.
Nicole.
Okay,
Listen.
Step one
I
is
feel-
turning your notifications on so you're not checking your email every 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah, true.
Sorry,
but then
no.
that would be bad for me. Oh, okay. I'm going to change it because this one's more important. I would spend less time on social media.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's
Okay.
better for my mentals,
Yeah. Okay. Mine would be fiber optic internet.
I mean, yeah.
we all want
checks
that
out.
for you.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm pretty content besides that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we have an update?
No
Okay.
update,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Gosh.
That was a good question.
Okay, this question says, what kind of music do you guys like?
Ooh.
Taylor Swift.
Unless you've been living under a rock for the past few months, Taylor Swift.
Besides Miss Swift,
I like some good country music.
Okay.
I do. I feel like country was the genre that I kind of I was steady in before the Eras tour presented itself.
Yeah.
Corn makes whiskey.
Oh, that song is sung by Blake Sheldon, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Adam? Okay, if you were to go to a concert, okay, never mind. Not Taylor Swift. Not Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Like, what kind of music, what genre for you? I genuinely do not know your music taste, Adam. I don't know if I've ever known this about you.
I don't know either, though, because, I don't listen to a lot of music, but I do love singer-songwriter. Like, I'm in love with Sarah Bareilles. I love her voice. I love the vibe. There's this band that I came across called Lydia, which sounds a lot like this band I used to listen to back in the day called Fun, which they went...
Oh, love Fun.
They hit mainstream and then they kind of broke up. But Jack Antonoff, who, sorry, Mother isn't all of this, but Jack Antonoff, who
It's full circle.
produced 1989 with Taylor Swift and a lot of her music in the pop world, was in the band Fun with Nate Roos, who did that song with Pink. Just give me a reason. Anyway, love that band so much, and I like that kind of vibe of music. It's like pop, but kind of like indie pop. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
But I really listen to anything that's good. But I usually do the singer-songwriter, indie kind of vibe.
Okay.
Do you you kind of strike me as like a Mumford and Sons.
I love Mumford and Sons.
Yeah, and I just went to a concert with my friend Zach, and we went and saw Nickel Creek, which is this
I thought you were going to say Nickelback.
Look at this food. I have seen them in concert though.
Oh my God. With your frosted tips?
It was pretty good. Yeah. In my fraternity letters. Anyway, Nickel Creek, which is really good. They're like a blues folksy band, you know, like the kind of band that at their concert, they like jam out on their strings for like 10 full minutes. And you're like, cool.
Love it.
It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
What about you?
I would say definitely like alternative rock. That's like my favorite genre. Bad Sons is my favorite band. So I saw them in concert and it was so good. Like my favorite. And
I don't think I know who they are.
Oh. Well, that's basically like the epitome of my music taste is Bad Sons. Like any band that is like them, I like. So maybe I'll send you a song. I had to look that up too
because I've never heard of that either.
Is there a song we would know?
I don't know what their biggest song is, but they're not really, okay, I'm going to sound so annoying. They're not really on the radio. Like, it's not
see,
like that kind of vibe. But
well, no, that's Becca, probably my problem.
You got something on your 4 is showing a little bit.
I know. So, like, they're really unique. No, they're not like so, like, no one's heard band. Of them. No. Okay, but the Lumineers is also like a big band that I like a lot. I really love the Lumineers.
Okay.
Oh, on that note, I really like Imagine Dragons because I just love watching videos of the lead singer shirtless and sweaty.
Oh yeah, I saw that on TikTok and I was like, wow, this is an interesting awakening.
You know what? Like we talked about in Brave Yet Controversial, Travis Kelce after a football game, Dan Reynolds after a concert, like bring it on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Back to plants. Tissue culture, yay or nay?
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Big yay for me.
Yeah.
I feel like, well, yeah, we've always, all of us have been really big advocates for plants becoming accessible.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just feel like tissue culture is a great thing for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have heard that it has hurt small businesses though.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that?
I mean, I can see that happening, but couldn't
the small business buy the tissue culture plants because they're more an accessible price?
That's yeah.
I don't know, but I'm all for it.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be really cool to do like DIY tissue culture.
It would.
That would be so fun.
Oh, that'd be a good video.
A new fun experiment to try.
Yeah. Okay. We are going to, there's, okay.
Rapid fire?
Rapid fire. But this is kind of deep, but we're going to try to rapid fire it. A favorite childhood memory.
Oh.
Oh,
How
God.
do you rapid fire that?
I know. How do we rapid fire that one? We can think on that one while we do the next one if you want.
Okay.
Okay.
If you didn't do houseplants, what hobby would fill the void?
Photography.
Photography, yes.
Okay,
a question, Nicole. Like, photography is your job.
Yeah. Honestly,
like,
that's probably an incorrect answer when I really think about it. Because do I have my camera with me when I'm not working? Never, you know? So if I really wanted to do that and not get paid for it, I would be taking photos, you know, more often. I would say probably gardening. Like I'd get more into gardening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I wanted to ask, like, photography is like this beautiful art form and you are so good at it. And like, do you ever, well, yeah, you did kind of answer my question. Like if you ever like do experimental or, you know,
like photo shoot.
Yeah, like anything more experimental or anything.
I did when I first got into it. Like I did free sessions and like collabs and stuff, but not so much anymore. It's probably due to lack of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did when I first got into it. I like to do a lot of like newborn experimental like poses with like newborn photography because I really loved doing newborn photography, but it just took up way too much time, and like the editing process is so much more detailed than doing weddings. So I just
Yeah.
stopped it. And it was like, excuse me, less lucrative, like from a business perspective.
Yeah.
I couldn't give up weddings to do that, you know?
Yeah. What would my hobby be? I think it would be something in the creative field because I do love video editing and filming and all that stuff, but I don't know what it would be. Then part of me is like, I could very easily go into like decorating cookies because like I can watch those videos
Oh, yeah.
for
one of those
hours.
videos.
love the royal icing decorating cookies videos.
Flood my cookie.
I know.
Then you take the little toothpick and you just,
Yeah.
I get it.
My cookie. I am gonna buy one of. There's this person on TikTok who sells like courses. I'm gonna buy one and I'm gonna make my sister and mom do it with me when I visit. I'm so excited.
That's so
That's
fun.
cute.
Yeah. But Becca, if you're not immediately perfect at it, you just gotta
do it.
You just
Gotta keep doing it.
yeah.
I have to quit and hate myself. That's what I have to do if I'm not immediately good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I think it would be pottery. And I know that is crazy considering how I was speaking about pottery at the beginning of the year.
But you ended up liking it.
Yeah.
I did end up liking it. And I feel like if I just had time to dedicate only to that, and like also if I had a wheel at home, I feel like I would like it so much more because I could just practice every day
Yeah.
in my house. Because generally, there's this woman that I follow on TikTok who does pottery, but not only like cups and bowls and pots. Like she does like other things. And I just think it's really cool that all the stuff you can make.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not just like wheel thrown objects.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys think of a childhood memory?
Yeah, I guess I
So
have
deep
one.
for rapid fire.
I would say going to Kittyland. It was an amusement park that was located in Melrose Park, which is like 20 minutes from the city. And it was like the place to go as a kid. Hence the name Kittyland. And they got rid of...
Oh, I thought it was like meow.
No.
Kitty.
Kiddie. They got rid of it like 2 years before Mia was born. And I was devastated because I was like, I'm going to take her to Kittyland. It was like the less wealthy families Six Flags experience. Because it was definitely like your neighborhood carnival vibe, but it was a permanent setup, so you could go all year. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And my parents would
Yeah.
take me once a year, and it was this whole thing. So
Love that.
yeah.
I think mine would be going back to Maryland. We went back to the East Coast every summer for a week or 2 weeks. And then also like being in Ocean City, which is like a town in Maryland, Ocean City, Maryland. And just seeing the Atlantic Ocean. Because from a boy from Nebraska, like it was just so insane to see that. And it was just, you had like the cheesy things on the boardwalk, the t-shirt places, the dip your hand in wax kind of thing.
You know
Just
what
all that fun
you know what
stuff.
that's giving? It's giving The Summer I Turned Pretty vibes. Have you seen Summer I Turned Pretty yet?
I have not, no.
It's such a cute teenage romance show. You should watch it. I don't know if you'd
I
like it,
should.
but it's really cute. A lot of T Swift songs in it. Okay?
Oh,
Just saying.
sign me up.
Really?
Just saying.
How'd they afford that?
Right? I think she donated her services because she's an advocate for The Summer I Turned Pretty. But it's giving that because it's about this family who visits this very wealthy family like in a town like that. I can't remember what city it is, but it's off the ocean, and they go all summer, and the kids look forward to it every year. So that's what it's
That's
giving.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it's giving.
That's what it's giving. Beautiful East Coast coastal towns.
What about you,
Yes.
Becca?
Mine is okay, not to be cheesy, but I've been thinking about my mom a lot since becoming a mom myself. I feel like it's made me appreciate like so many like little things
Yep.
that she's done for me and just I don't know, just growing up and stuff. And one of the things that I remember was like every Saturday we would wake up really early and go grocery shopping like every week. And it was just me and her. And we would get donuts from the grocery store and we'd eat it while we were walking around.
Oh.
And, you know, she'd obviously pay for it, but she'd be like, she'd hold up the little tissue and be like, and 2 donuts. Like, I don't know. It was just like, I don't know. It's a good reminder to me that, because that's like a really sweet memory that I have with my mom. And we were literally grocery shopping. Like, that's like not even anything crazy.
Yeah.
But it's a good reminder to me that like, it doesn't have to be this like huge crazy thing all the time to like make memories and like bond with your kids or your family.
Yep.
So
Just meaningful time spent. That's so sweet. We did grocery shopping like late at night.
Really?
My brother and I would always just like fall asleep on the way because it was like a 30-mile drive to the Walmart.
Oh my gosh.
My mom would just leave us sleeping in the car and she would go inside and do the grocery shopping. Like half the time we woke up in the middle of her being gone and we're just in the Walmart parking lot. And I was like, not these days. Not these days.
I mean,
not these days.
you could still park in Walmart overnight and sleep and no one will kick you out. But that's a scary thing.
I feel like someone would be calling in your mom.
Did you say 30 miles to the nearest Walmart?
Oh, yeah. I grew up in a small town in Nebraska.
Did you have a grocery store?
Yeah, there was like a Surefine grocery store, but then like everything was like a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
So that was for necessities. Like if you needed milk or you needed bread. But
Right. Oh, wow. Oh, that is very rural. Not me.
yeah. So when you say you're not in the city, Nicole, I'm like, fucking A, you're not in the city. You're like, oh, we're not in the
Target
city
I can walk
anymore.
to.
Sorry, guys, this interstate next to my house is really loud, but we're not in the city anymore.
This interstate is oh, shit. Okay.
There was one last question if we want to answer it and then we're done.
Yeah.
What about the anonymous ones?
Okay, the anonymous. You know what? Let's go over to the anonymous ones because the last one. Okay.
I mean, we have been recording for 2.5 hours. We may have gotten some more.
We didn't. Okay. This question is, who got the juiciest booty?
That's going to be a toss-up between Adam and Becca because I already know I'm out of that.
I don't think I have a juicy booty, so I'm going with Becca.
Okay.
I have a juicy booty.
Yeah.
I'm going to admit that. I got a bubble butt.
We're going to
I
give
don't know
that.
if I still do after carrying a child and breastfeeding. It might be gone, but
That's probably bigger. It's probably juicier.
maybe. Okay. The last one, it's not a question. It's just a comment. It says, I remember when I discovered Adam, I was hoping he was single so I could attempt to talk to him.
Oh.
Clearly that didn't happen.
Oh, is this a female or male?
I don't know.
Oh, that's right. We don't know. Oh, because if it was a female, it's like a double sword in the heart. It's like not only is he not
Adam,
interested, but he never will be.
That baffles me that people would even, think that.
That's so cute. Okay.
That's sweet.
And it's
What
so
else you got?
Friend vibes. You guys are virtual BFFs.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it for the Q&A, guys.
Okay.
And
those are A's
Adam,
cute.
if that makes you uncomfortable, we can take that out.
No,
But
it's
that
fine.
was just a funny one.
That is really funny. Juicy booty. And that was just a statement being like, I wish Adam was single because I wanted to date him.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Bummer.
Which nobody said that about me. So
or me.
The gays are a bit more forward. I'm going to guess that was a man that sent that. He's tapping his toes in the next stall.
oh my God. So I saw Adam in a public restroom. I recognized him from his Crocs and
He didn't tap back.
He had all those gibbets.
yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Well, we're going to go.
Yeah.
So I forgot how to close these out. This feels like a Patreon episode. Okay. If you enjoyed this episode of the Chatty Vibes, the Plant Vibes, follow us on Instagram to be informed about what we're up to. Make sure that you're subscribed on your favorite podcast player and leave a review if you can. We love a 5-star review. Love it. And you can follow us on
5 stars.
Instagram personally. Adam is Not Dude. I am De La Plants. Nicole is My Clean Leaves. And we also have a Patreon, which is really fun. We post over there once a week for one tier and then once a month for another tier.
Mm-hmm. It's fun.
Flip that.
It's a good time.
And, you know, you got the order. I got the order wrong, but, you know, anyway. I gotta go.
We gotta
It's
go.
late.
It's late.
We love ya. We will talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.